but the planks, oh my god, the planks. Hi, I'm Kelly Jones, and I am on a weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds to get back to a healthy weight. And in 2021, I got about halfway there, and this year I've been hoping to get the rest of the way there, but I've run into a few issues this year. But I decided to do the Chloe Ting challenge to help motivate me, help get me going, and so here is the results of that. Oh my gosh, I had the hardest time with the Chloe Ting challenge. Just to be honest and upfront, I have been away from working out for a really long time. I was in horrible shape, and so this was really out of my league. It's way too advanced for me. But I do like the workouts. I had lots and lots of fun doing them, but I had to modify everything. Like even her modifications were still too advanced for me, so I had to modify almost every workout. And I didn't have the results that you would probably dream of if you put yourself through a challenge like that, but I did have some. So yeah, so I'm just going to share all that with you. So first of all, what worked? So I noticed that by the time I finished the workout, I really had increased my endurance. Like I was able to get through the workouts better. I noticed that it even like with taking ballet classes, I take a lot of adult ballet classes. I'm wanting to learn how to dance too. And even with those, I was able to get through the classes better. I didn't get as tired. Like it really helped my endurance. And I needed that so much. I needed it for my energy levels and everything. And then number two, it increased my strength. Like when I first started doing the challenge, most of the videos, like I don't know if you see, I'm putting it each day. But most of the time I couldn't even use a weight in the beginning. And then through the mid ones, I was using them a 7-pound weight a lot. I mean, I would still use them here and there, but by the end, I was using an 11-pound weight like all the time, and I was able to do it. And so that was pretty cool. I felt like that was huge. I mean, so I increased my endurance and I increased my strength. I lost a little bit of weight, but this whole year, like one of the reasons I was trying to motivate myself is I don't know if I've plateaued or if I just really need to start carefully weighing everything, but the scale has just not budged. I've just been between 210 and 215 this whole year, and so I did kind of go from like 216 down to 211, but then it came back up again. Now it's going back down again. So I've just been on this little roller coaster, so I'm not even really going to count that with this. And that isn't this workout's fault. I think it's me being out of shape and having, struggling with it. So I'm just going to take the gains and the wins that I did here and not really worry about the other stuff. The struggles were exactly that, just that I struggled with it because I am out of shape, and I had a lot of fun though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun doing this. It did help motivate me. But the planks, oh my god, the planks. There's so many planks. And I mean, I'm not talking about regular planks, which I can't even do those, like, seriously. But these are like planks where you have to like move your arm this way, move your leg that way, do this, do that, and no, I kept trying to think of modifications, other exercises to do that weren't planks that would still work those muscles, but I struggled with that. The other big thing I struggled with is with the endurance, factoring the endurance in the beginning. I was having a tough time working out 5 or 6 days a week, and so I had to just work out like 2 to 3 days a week. So it took me longer to get through this workout. It took me about twice as long to get through this workout than it was supposed to. And I almost quit because I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, I don't even want to share this. I was really embarrassed to admit that and say that. But then I was like, no, I think there's a message here. There's something, because it's just been on me so much. I've quit things so much when they weren't going right, when they weren't going perfectly. And then I never get there. But I noticed like last year in 2021 when the weight loss wasn't going well, and I was just like, forget it, I'm just going to keep going. I noticed that eventually I started losing the weight. It started happening. And so I just kind of promised myself that with things that meant a lot to me, that were so important to me, I was just going to quit quitting. And so even if it's not what somebody would watch and be like, oh, you did great, I still wanted to do this because I'd come on here and I said I was going to do it, and I really wanted to finish it even if it wasn't what I was hoping. So that is about everything there, yeah. And I had a lot of fun doing the little videos, and I kept trying to think of like inspirational quotes to encourage other people to go for their dreams or goals and stuff. And so I was just having a lot of fun with it in that way too. But yeah, so that's about everything. If you're I'm not a beginner, but I'm coming back, so I'm like a beginner. I was very bad shape, and if you're coming back like that, you know, this may be a little tough, but you like me, you'll probably still have a lot of fun with it, but just cut yourself a big break, because it just may be kind of challenging. If you're ready to, you know, if you're like a mid or advanced exerciser, this is probably perfect for you. Probably get a lot out of it. But yeah, it's really cool. I mean, Chloe Ting, she's a very positive personality. She's a lot of fun to watch and work out to. I think there's a lot there. No matter what level you are, there's a lot there to be learned, and it can help inspire you in your own way. So yeah, I guess that's about everything. If you're interested in watching any of my weight loss journey, I'll put the playlist at the end, or I may put like one of the videos here or in the description or something. I have that. Yeah, and oh, this also kind of inspired me because of those planks. I think my next challenge is going to be a plank challenge, so I'm saying it on here, so I gotta do it. I thought that may help me go to my next level of getting back into shape. And I think that's about everything. So yeah, that's about everything. Thank you for watching. I hope so much that you got something from this, and if anything, to just, you know, remember that even if it's embarrassing, even if it isn't like huge results to be super proud of, there are results. It's way better than quitting. Like, if I had quit, I wouldn't have gained the endurance. I wouldn't have had the extra energy that I have now. I wouldn't have the strength. I may not be able to show you pictures of better muscles and, you know, huge weight losses on the scale and things like that, but I feel better and I'm doing better. I'm getting through things better. So it's really huge, you know. So I highly recommend it, and just whatever it is you're working towards, just please remember that. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on you. Stick with it, and even if it's not perfect and not exactly how you thought, you're still going to be. When you get to the end, you'll be so happy that you made it there, because it just means a lot to you. Or at least that's what I'm experiencing so far in my life. So yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.